Hey guys, it's Dave back with Fight or Flight, here with another video, repping the Padres as usual. Anyways, just want to say hello and thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys got some value out of the last 4 videos. Um, that last interview with the officer that we did on PTSD was amazing. Tonight's video is not going to be a podcast, obviously. I'm actually videoing tonight's video from the spare bedroom of my home, my office, if you will. And it's about a special topic tonight. I actually wanted to discuss some of my struggles, my issues with traveling. Um, Before I get into that, you guys are going to find real quick that I don't have it all together. I deal with anxiety just like you guys do. I'm not on this channel claiming to be a doctor. I didn't create this channel because I'm a doctor or because I think I can cure everybody. I've dealt with anxiety for 23 years, and the only conclusion that I can come up with as to why I've battled with this for so long, why I've experienced so many symptoms, why I've taken so many medications, why I've seen so many different doctors, and I still wrestle with it, is because I am called spiritually to comfort and to support others. And I think I figured that out the last couple weeks, because the more I reach out and offer ears to listen and offer support and offer a platform where people can openly discuss things, the more the Lord blesses me with clarity and peace in my own situation. But I wanted to talk tonight. I wanted to talk a little bit about traveling because next week my family is going on a trip together. We're actually leaving Sunday, and I'm having some issues with it. And I wanted to talk about it and get some feedback and see what you guys think. So, first and foremost, I'm a creature of habit. I'm a homebody. I don't leave. First and foremost is an idiot. I don't leave the house often. Um, Siri was listening in, I guess, but I don't leave the house often. I don't leave my road often. My world is very small. My office is 100 yards down the street. I work there with people I choose to call family. When I'm at home, I'm with my family. And like I said, leaving my road isn't something that I really like doing all that often. So traveling in itself is difficult for me. And in the past, when I have traveled, I usually pack like a nut. My wife tells me, I'm a woman and I can pack far better than you can, and you've got 2 3 different suitcases, and I don't know where it comes from or why, but I feel the need to overpack on clothes. I pack supplements, I pack medicines, I pack electronics, I pack things I don't need, and I guess it's just to make me feel more comfortable. I don't know if it has to do with creating an environment that's familiar to me or having things with me that's familiar to me, but I overpack, or I tend to, every time we go out of town. And this time, she says, we're flying, so you're going to have to pack light. So that in itself is stressor number one. Stressor number two, we're flying. So I haven't flown in 12 years. I haven't flown since our honeymoon, my wife and I's honeymoon to Hawaii. And I don't think it's necessarily that I'm scared to fly. It's more so just being in the confined space. We are flying first class, so that might make things a little better. But just in general, being in a confined space with a lot of people, being up in the air, not being able to stop when you want like you can in a car is just, it's a little stressful to me. If somebody were to give me the option to drive 11 hours and stop every 1 to 2 hours with kids in the car, as opposed to flying in a an hour and 40-minute flight, I would take that drive any day of the week. Um, so, third, third thing I want to touch on. When we get there, we're renting a car. And I am the type where I love to have my vehicle with me. I love to have my truck with me, or at the very least, my wife's SUV. And if we're going to a dinner, we're going to a family get together, and a bunch of people want to drive together, I always drive separate. I like taking my vehicle. I don't know if it's because it gives me an exit strategy. I don't know if it's because it's safe, it's familiar to me. I'm really not sure. These are things that I'm still figuring out, but something about it, I typically feel more comfortable. So, we're going to be renting a car. That's stressor number 3. Staying at my in-laws for a night, that's always wonderful. Their home is very spiritual. Um, I always have a wonderful time there. I love being around them and spending time with them. So that's not an issue. But the day after, we're traveling to Disneyland for a few days, and we're staying in a hotel. So for many, Disneyland is the funnest, most amazing place on earth. For me, it's a nightmare. And there's various reasons for that. Number one, it's a big park. I genuinely have a lot of love for people, but I can't stand to be around them, if that makes sense. Crowds are often difficult for me. Walking, stopping, standing in line, just being around all the people, being overly stimulated with so much noise and everything that's going on. It's not easy for me, at least. And in the past, when we've gone, I've always retired off to, the hotel room early, maybe because I was having a rough time. And I don't want to have to do that this time. I'm going with my brother's family. We're going to celebrate their birthdays, and as a result, I really don't want to disappoint people or offend people, and make them feel like I'm not blessed to be there and grateful to be there, and that I'm not having a good time with them. If I have to step away or if I have to walk away, it's my own mental struggles I'm dealing with. It has nothing to do with them or their presence, and it's an awkward, it's a hard situation. I did talk to him today, and I warned him. I kind of gave him a heads up, and I said, hey, I deal with anxiety, but I said in close corridors this week, you might see, I don't want to set myself up for failure, but you might see a different side where you'll see just how difficult it is. And I told him, if you see that, it's not because I don't want to be with you guys. It's just my own personal struggles, and he understands, and I'm grateful for that, and he's supportive, and so is my sister-in-law. And that's awesome. But it's gonna be an interesting week. I just wanted to throw this video out there and let you guys know that I'll be taking clips throughout the week of maybe me having fun, maybe me having a difficult time. Again, the story I want to tell myself is a positive one. I don't want to set myself up for failure. But how do you guys deal with this? I mean, what are your thoughts on traveling? What are your thoughts on not having your vehicle and being in an unfamiliar place and dealing with crowds and all the many things that typically trigger an anxious person or a person who deals with anxiety? I'd like to invite you guys to jump over to my YouTube channel, and if you like the content you see there, to please like and subscribe. It helps out with the algorithms on YouTube. It pushes our video out to everyone it could possibly get to. The more people that see it, the more people that may find support. I'm not in this for business. I'm not in this for money. I mean, this is something that I'm doing simply because, like I said, I feel like I'm being called to do so. And for me, it really just it comes down to peace and clarity and blessings that I'm receiving by reaching out and being in the service of others. So I hope you guys continue to tune in. I hope you guys find value in these videos. I hope you guys interact and tell me, what your thoughts are and what your opinions are. I hope you guys understand and know that, we genuinely love you guys very much, care about everybody, and we hope everybody has a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend. And when I get back next week, look forward to a podcast or a longer video about how the week went. Thank you, and you guys have a wonderful night.